so when the deer come in, I get that up off the ground so I can smell it. We got a south wind, so going that way. Hopefully, we've had 2 good bucks come from that area, so hopefully our son will travel down that way and Big Boy will catch it and come right in. And if so, we have a perfect shot over here from the blind at about probably 15 yards. So hopefully that works. Saturday night, I seen a really big buck. It's about 15 yards from our blind over here to the east, and he was just huge, like massive. And I've seen 4 different bucks from about a 4-point to a 6-point chasing does. They're all over out here. I mean, I haven't had a night where I haven't seen at least 5. So I keep getting, not necessarily busted, but not being able to take a shot because it's just so thick and I can't really move. And since I'm on the ground, so we decided to bring the blind out here and see what we can do. And hopefully tonight we can get something. No, I didn't.
Missed
No. I don't know what to say.
We'll go look.
He jumped my arrow, I guess. If I had stayed out of here one more day, I could have popped him on.
Yeah, he's right there.
It's a miss.
Got that sapling real good though. Well, what'd you do wrong?
I honestly could tell you, I don't know. I put the 20-yard pin just a hair about, you know. I mean, they say to aim right there in that crease. I put it 20-yard pin just a hair above that.
We've been out here for 4 days, this being the last morning, and I would say we've seen probably 25 deer. We saw 2 really good bucks yesterday. Couldn't get any video on them because they just seemed to want to go behind the blind. And today we saw 3 little does, the same does that we saw yesterday, and other than that, nothing. Brett's been playing Monopoly on his phone, and I mean, it's really been a boring morning. And this big bruiser comes out over here about 30 yards to my left, and I mean, he just comes in on a string, as perfect as we can get it. And why don't you just take us from there, Brett? Why don't you?
Do I have to?
Well, yeah.
Well, he came in, and I didn't see him or hear him. I'm just sitting there, and Scott's like, "Well, hey, we got something coming in." And I get my bow, and he's like, "Oh, nice buck, real nice buck." And so I'm looking at him, and lo and behold, it was the one from Saturday I seen, that the reason why we're out here. But anyways, he comes in. We got a scent rag right over there at about 20 yards, and there's a tree that's got a crook in it, which you'll see. And we've ranged that tree probably 80,000 times. It's 24 yards, 24 yards, 24 yards. And there's a brush pile just to the left of that tree, and he comes in, and I'm like, all right, as soon as he clears that brush, I'll pop him. So he gets to that brush pile, he's walking, so I draw back, and he stops.
You drew back a tad bit early, though,
yeah.
Do you not think?
Yeah, and he stopped, and I think he heard me, so he's looking, and man, I bet you it seemed like 3 days, but I held that thing for probably 30 seconds or so, I'd say. I
mean, you know, there's nobody out there that this has not happened to in some way. They have this is your buck. This was the Brett buck right here, the buck of the lifetime.
Skyscraper.
Right here. Skyscraper, as you called him. And so nobody can really dog this young man this guy right here puts in as much time as anybody. He's so dedicated to the sport. Can't blame the equipment or anything else, and you certainly can't doubt his passion, because he loves this sport. He's a good little bow hunter, and this happens, and it happens to the best of us. You've learned something today, a valuable lesson. You know, you got a little buck fever there a little bit, got a little quick.
Yeah.
But you know, next time you're going to be ready, because you got this out of the way. It's done with. From here on out, you're going to be putting them on the ground.
Oh yeah, I'll have to whack him next time.
This is the way it is every day. Everything packing away, out here stripped off in the driveway, and don't think for one instance that this guy, hold that shoulder up here, Stud. You don't think for 1 minute that this guy is not a Hoyt man. Look at that. The tattoo even on the arm. Is that real?
Yep.
That won't come off?
No.
Okay. Big hunter right here.